Oh, there you are. I do apologise. I was miles away there, or at least pretending to be. People often say to me, "You seem a well-read kind of guy," and I always take that as a compliment. It's only afterwards you stop and think, what the hell does that actually mean or count for? Anyway, I must confess, many years ago, a long time ago, before significant partner, before I had children, or even any kind of career, I spent a lot of time and effort ploughing through classics such as this one. Although truth be told, I never actually finished this. I always skimmed the last 50 pages because by then I had given up the will to live. But I did read a lot of classics, I guess because I wanted to be seen as a well-read kind of guy. I had a fear of missing out on the wisdom and erudition that maybe would be contained in these books. There had to be something to them, didn't there? Otherwise, how can they be classics? So I did force myself to read a lot of them, and some of them are okay. And maybe in a future podcast, we'll do a list of classics that are actually good to read. My current reading habits, what can I say about them? Well, my current reading habits, disastrous really. I read rubbish, undemanding rubbish. I pick up stuff in supermarkets and fall asleep reading it. This one actually quite hard to finish. This kind of thing I really enjoy actually, but it's magazine-y. I watch a lot of newscasts, listen to podcasts, but I've given up the habit of reading. Right now I'm reading the great Will Sargent of Echo and the Bunnymen's memoir, which, with all due respect to Will, is not taking me places where I wouldn't expect to go. It's not playing with my brain and giving me a new take on life, although it is telling me how they wrote Rescue in the first album. So it was suggested to me that as part of an Upcycled You journey, maybe it would be good to try reading again and to read something more modern, maybe a bit demanding, that would stimulate my brain, after all, one of my favourite organs, and take me somewhere else, make me feel stimulated and stimulating. So in the spirit of that, this video is about an experiment where I have selected 3 books from a multiple of lists of the best novels of the 20th century. I'll talk you through them. And I will come back once I've digested and read these and share the experience of reading them. I will not review the books, or I'll pass some observations around them, but this is not about, are these books any good? It's about, is reading good for me? And does it help my journey to an upcycled you, or me? You get the thing. So the books are, in no particular order, I have A Man in Love, Karl Ove Knausgaard, an international bestseller I had never heard of before I perused these lists. I have here an American author, Ben Lerner, Leaving the Atocha Station. Again, never heard of this. Attractively slim, isn't it, in comparison with Karl Ove's tome? And then, talking about slim versus more substantial, I have this monumental book which was on many lists, a novel called 2666 by a now sadly deceased Chilean author, Roberto Bolaño. All of these published this century, all of these acclaimed and acknowledged. They do not need the endorsement of this channel or myself. They're all renowned works of fiction. And as I say, this will be about, do these do things to me? And would I recommend kickstarting a reading habit, and how to read, when to read, where to read? All of that will be shared in weeks to come, assuming I can get through 1,000 odd pages of 2666. Stay tuned for that. Catch up with the channel to see the results of this joyous experiment. And in the meantime, be seeing you.